You asked for more Yeezys and you got them. March has been a crazy month for Yeezy drops. This one's on March 23rd for 300 bucks. Let's take a closer look at the V2 Geodes. What's up guys, you're tuned into Sneaker News on YouTube. This is a channel where we review upcoming hot releases and we're just doing what we can to show you a best look at sneakers before you actually buy them. Today's topic at hand is the adidas Yeezy Boost 700 V2 in the Geode colorways. Before we get into this sneaker, just do us a quick favor, hit that subscribe button if you want to learn more about upcoming sneaker releases. Like we mentioned earlier, March has been a pretty crazy month for Yeezys. There's been a bunch of 350 V2 drops. There was the release of the Inertia colorway of the 700. This is the second iteration of the 700 V2 model. So the V2 is the second version of the chunky 700 running shoe model. There's some slight differences between this and the 700, which we'll touch on. But yeah, this is a brand new colorway. It's called Geode. Geode is a nod to a rock, pretty much. So a lot of Adidas Yeezys has been kind of sticking closely to the whole natural tone, stuff you find in nature, stuff you find out in the wild. So this one particularly has that Geode look because it basically looks like one giant boulder. Tons of gray tones, tons of dark brown sort of tones, and it all sort of blends together to make one pretty interesting sneakers. Again, just to get down with the basics, these released on March 23rd, 2019. There's a US retail price of 300 bucks. It'll be available worldwide, but still, as you guys know, Adidas Yeezys are still hard to get. The 700s are a little bit different because of the higher retail price. These are $300. These don't exactly sell out right away. It is a more expensive shoe, so people probably think twice about rocking these. A lot of people who used to buy Yeezys just to resell them are probably not thinking twice because there isn't much quote-unquote profit to be made or whatever. That's just a necessary thing that we have to discuss when talking about Yeezys, but it does cost a lot of money. So really it's down to, do you really want to wear the shoe? Is this something that you could pretty much wear every day? Comfort-wise, the shoe is definitely up there amongst the best because it has that full-length Boost cushioning, as you can see through the sole. It has that wide base, so you're not going to sprain or turn your ankle. On your feet, it's not going to be this super bulky, heavy shoe. It's actually very lightweight, very, very comfortable. Fits pretty true to size. If you're a 10, go with a 10. This right here is a men's size 10. So now let's take a look at the upper. So like we said, this is the V2 model. There are some variations between this and the first model. The upper has been completely redesigned. All these suede overlays kind of give the shoe a different sort of identity. But of course, there's a lot of key details to the shoe that make it very, very close to the original. That being the midsole, the dimensions, all these little carvings and moldings are consistent with the 700 V1, as we'll call it. Even on the medial side, you have those signature little ovals that kind of stay out there. And what's different from these is that the midsole is completely tonal. The previous V2 launch, which was the static, also had that same clean white. One thing that makes the 700 V1 stand out a bit is that they do add a little pop of color on these little ovals. Of course, the OG had that orange. The recent Inertia had this orangish pink tone. Of course, the mauve had the lime green sort of hit, but so far with the V2, Kanye has chosen to go with a near monochromatic look. Of course, the upper, they're all in the same palette of dark grays and dark browns, all, again, those really earthy tones. Very mountainous kind of colorway, almost looks like a trail shoe kind of. And of course, if you look at the outsole, we have a full gum sole from toe to heel. The little window showing the Boost cushioning. Again, like we said, because it has that Boost, it is a very, very comfortable shoe. The upper itself is also reflective. This little piece, when you hit it with that flash, it'll reflect a little bit. So it's pretty interesting to see like reflective panels against more classic materials like mesh and suede. It's a very well-built sneaker. The V2s have been very, very popular so far, but again, this is only the second colorway, the first being that static from late December. And that's pretty much it. Like we said, March 23rd, 2019, we have a store list below if you're trying to buy them either online or enter a raffle. So definitely check that out if you're trying to increase your chances to cop at retail. In terms of resale price, they're gonna be a little bit above retail, nothing too crazy. Since it is 300 bucks plus tax, you're gonna have to pony up some dollars just to get a pair of these. So that's pretty much it. Like we said, just do us a quick favor again, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, and we'll catch you in the next video.